the man because when I looked at Jackie D, it didn't feel like I was watching a man I knew. This was a different Jackie D entirely. When Jay yelled, "Music for the occasion," and walked behind the candles, where boastful sounds of jazz music echoed throughout the church seconds later, my mouth slightly parted in shock. Jackie D closed his eyes and swayed his head like he was allowing the music to get into his soul. "You see, tonight was too special not to play a little Duke Ellington," he voiced over the music. I couldn't tear my eyes away as I watched Jackie D hold the man by the chain and steel collar he had around his neck and drag him down the aisle of the church toward the entrance, the lightning calming down outside, but still thunderous. Oh, shit. I inwardly told myself not to panic, but I felt too visible in the last pew, so I did my best to hide in the darkest shadows, crawling quietly out of eyesight with each step Jackie D took. The man moaned and grunted with each pull of the chain that dragged his body closer outside to the rain. All the while, Jackie D repeated the words, "Retribution to the lives that have been lost at your undyingly cruel and disgracefully punishable hands," while the music continued to play. Jackie D stopped in front of a fountain that wasn't working and had a decent-sized statue of Jesus on the cross in the middle of it. The water couldn't have been more than a foot, but he stepped in it and dragged the man's body with him, the hard raindrops bouncing off their bodies. Spotting a couple barrels outside to my left, I waited until Jackie's back was turned before I quietly inched behind the barrels. That's kind of beautiful, I thought, as the rain began to simmer to a quiet drizzle while Jackie stood behind the statue of Jesus, and the man lay chained to the bottom of the cross. I wanted to close my eyes at whatever Jackie D may do, but was too curious to look away, too intrigued not to be a witness to whatever was about to happen. What does that make me? "Don't you dare put me on that fucking cross," the man spat, his voice hoarse as he held onto the collar around his neck. "You aren't worthy of being on this cross." Instead, Jackie leaned him up against it and wrapped the chain around the statue. "You're no better than me," the man yelled. "You've judged what I've done, but you've killed. You've murdered. Always knew you were a weak piece of shit. All those skills down the drain as you act like you have fucking morals. I tried to teach you everything I know, but you and your ungrateful brothers never had what it took to truly be a man like me." Jackie D didn't seem to pay him any mind as he continued to wade through the water, circling the man and statue. "The key difference between you and I," Jay said, "is that I know one day I'll pay for the crimes I've committed." He stopped behind the statue. "As for you, your days of taking innocent lives are over, Kevin." Kevin? I'd heard that name before, even if it wasn't ringing a bell at the moment. I hadn't even noticed when Jackie D had pulled out his knife until he already had it at the man's head. I thought he was going to slice his throat, but instead, he sliced both sides of the man's face. "That's for the pain you and your brother Rodney caused my friend, and the visible and invisible scars he'll never heal from." The man cried out loud, but Jackie D wasn't done yet. Next, he sliced up his chest, dragging his knife slowly from his collarbone to his torso as he voiced the words, "For the pain you've bestowed upon anyone who has ever worked with you in the military. Your job was to lead, but instead, you failed this country." Another slice through the skin. "You failed your people." He stabbed him.